Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First give of the game to the LSU product. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Let's go now. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. He's got Watson. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw. Here's Love. Trying for the deep ball. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete.
That's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun now for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Love to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Motioning Watson left. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. And holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out.
19 right. Let's make 19. 19 right here.
Love out of the shotgun. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
Throwing his love on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Love from the gun. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Hey, check that, street. Set, go.
Purdy setting up that play action. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete left side. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
18 Rattler.
From the gun is Purdy. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the 1st.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Purdy on 1st down. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Tremble with the grab. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
I I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One quarter ago. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers sent up inside the red zone. First down throw by Purdy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Ready? Go!
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain for them there, setting up second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
McCaffrey will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
So now, here's third and goal.
Let's go! Come 19! Come 19! Hut, hut.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. George Kittle, the touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7. Throwing, Love. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Love looking to pass. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's second down.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Loves to throw again. He has the first over the middle. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers take a 2nd quarter lead. McManus on for the extra point. Looking toward the upright, but it's good. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Now Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. They drop him with a big hit. And at least he's able to hold on for the gain. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. From the 37. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Here we go. Here we go.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Completed to his running back. And he got this close to midfield before going out.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Cut by Jennings. And take him down right along the 30. It's a 21-yard gain. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Packers will take over along the midfield stripe after a terrific return on top of that interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers are able to get this back up to their own 15-yard line.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Take go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the Packers will go with a dime look. Third down coming. Purdy to throw it. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And they'll only have time for 1 play before halftime. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
18, pioneer. Let's go now. 70 ready, 70 ready.
Back to throw it. Chased out to his right. Launching deep down the right sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Return starts at the 3. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
From the gun is Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, here we go. 79 Bronco. Go.
Purdy throwing here. He's going deep this time. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Packers will take over possession. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Love out of the shotgun. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And it's third down now.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Throwing his love on third. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
No return on that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
19 tight, 19 tight. Street.
From the 27. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Packers putting 6 defensive backs out there defending pass on this 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Packers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on 1st down. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Let's go now.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Hauled in by Musgrave. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Diamondor Lenore there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Love on 3rd and short. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Hey, go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. 7-5.
Shotgun now for Love. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready. Check smash. Check go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Purdy trying on 4th down. Into traffic, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. We're down to 1. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Third down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Running back sent in motion. From the red zone now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
Completed here to McCaffrey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He completes it in traffic. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Andrew Cooper takes it away. And the Packers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. A tight end in motion now. They give it to him again. And he's up across the 10 to the 11 before going down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Love looking to pass. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punt taken at midfield. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. That one complete to Hopkins. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Purdy on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers losing by 14. Packers into a nickel defense, third down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback. That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs.